Hey world, I'm Josh.
I'm Lauren.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Try Stuff.
Coffee edition.
Today we are doing our third one from Stumptown, thanks to Jeff. Big shout out to Jeff at Stumptown. Thank you very much for the awesome coffee we've had so far. Last one we are doing is the Ethiopia Nano, and I'm going to say it like I'm Jewish, the Challa. The Nano Challa. Tasting notes: tangerine, jasmine, and tea. And the Nano Challa, or maybe Challa or something else, co-op began producing delicious washed processed coffee for the first time when they built a wet mill in the Gara district in 2010. And the story is the Nano Challa cooperative raced the harvest to build more raised drying beds to accommodate their increased capacity. Drying coffee is a delicate business. The beans cover the beds in thin layers so each bean can dry at the same rate to avoid unwanted fermentation. They won the race. Okay. So the beans smell nice again. Maybe when I brewed it and in the Chemex, I don't know what else to say, but it smelled kind of spicy, but not like a pepper.
Really?
I don't. Sort of like the tasting notes, like it made my brain think spicy, even though that's not really right, kind of thing. Perhaps a slightly darker roast than the last two.
Yeah, I was gonna say the beans look slightly darker, but not by much.
And the beans are kind of small too. Now, I suspect that this will probably be my favorite because it's Ethiopian coffee, and I tend to be biased towards the Ethiopian coffees, but who knows, maybe I'll be wrong this time. See the oil sitting on top. The coffee itself smells nice and mellow. It's been cooling down for probably longer than we normally would, but what do you think about the taste?
I think this one is my favorite.
Okay, why?
Because I really get all the tasting notes, and it has more of a citrusy taste than the Peru.
Yeah, the finish is really weird. Maybe that is tangerine, or...
It really is a creepy resemblance to tangerine.
And I would say the smell does sort of...
And the taste.
Favor a tea.
Kind of, because, you know, like when we had those really natural processed coffee from, what was it in Chicago?
Ipsento is the geisha.
Yeah. It was sort of like when we had that. It tasted a lot like tea in a way. I don't know.
I think the natural processes tend to favor sort of a blueberry kind of taste, so I don't think this is... I definitely think a tangerine orange kind of finish. It's more like that, or tea like really is kind of spot on, tea like orangey.
I think this one's my favorite because it's light and it's got a little bit of citrusy flavor to it, but it's not overwhelming and it's not too acidic.
They're all really good and really close.
It's hard to pick a favorite. I don't know if I'm biased. I'm gonna have to wait until I'm finished to really declare a current favorite. It is tough
to just, to like keep drinking through the bags, because there's like, we did the review yesterday for the Rwanda, and I said that, the Peru, and I said I like the Rwanda better, but then as I kept drinking through the cup of the Peru, I started to really enjoy it. It seems to be the case that every time we stop the review, I start liking the coffee even more. It's like 100% of the time. It's like, oh, the review's over. Oh wait, I like this coffee even more now for some reason. So good. You're not gonna go wrong. I mean,
I think I'm having trouble because they're so different.
I don't know that I really need a favorite, if I'm
Yeah.
honest. There's no reason I wouldn't drink any of them. I think, surprisingly, this might be my least favorite of
Really?
the three. I'm surprised.
Hmm.
I expected going in that it would be my favorite, and the reason I say it might be my least favorite is it does sort of have that spicy quality to it in the back of my throat and in my chest. Like,
Really?
yeah, a little. And maybe it's just because it's late at night and I'm drinking coffee or what, but like, I am getting like this mild burning heat sensation in the back of my throat, which it's nitpicking really to find something about ranking the three, because they're all just so good. I mean,
think that's what I might like most about this,
okay.
is that it does have a little bit of something different to it.
It is different. I mean, if you are kind of a spicy chocolate kind of person, like you like Mexican chocolate, then I actually think you might like this a lot too. But if you like tea, I mean,
Yeah,
this
if
is
you're
definitely a
a
tea drinker's coffee.
Yeah.
So I think to wrap it up, they're all really good.
Mm-hmm.
I expected to hate at least one, because, or not hate, or at least have an obvious third place, but it's just not the case. And maybe that's just the benefit of having really fresh coffee.
Yeah, the
for
freshness helped for sure.
And a light roast coffee just tastes so much better than oily, dark coffee. When somebody does that to their coffee, it just ruins it. So you get all the flavors you're supposed to get, which is really nice. I think Stumptown is crushing it with all of these.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a fan of lighter roast, good tasting coffee, I really think you're going to enjoy any of them, the Rwanda, the Peru, or the Ethiopia.
And some of them, you don't even have to be a light roast person to enjoy these, because I've gotten way more into light roast coffee, but I also don't think that I'm somebody who
Well, I think if you could drink French roast Starbucks on the regular black, then you could drink garbage juice. So you definitely are going to like these, because it actually tastes good.
I'm back because I can't formulate thoughts. Oh well.
Yes, you can.
No.
The point you were trying to make is that even if you are a dark roast fan and you like that bold flavor,
Yes.
these coffees still have a lot of flavor. They're not weak tasting. I think that's what you were trying to say.
Yes.
And I do think this Ethiopia, because of that sort of back of your throat burn a little, would be the one if you are for some reason, French roast drinker out of a French press, that this would be the one that you would like the best.
I like black tea, and this is very reminiscent of black tea.
Okay, I don't think I've ever had black tea.
Just in terms of the slight spiciness to it and the somewhat orangey flavor in the back. I think that would be a good match if you're into that. You would really like this Ethiopia. So.
Okay, well, I think we covered it.
Yep.
We've rambled on way too long yet again. But we wanted to cover everything we could, because honestly, it was so awesome of Stumptown and Jeff at Stumptown to send us these coffees to try. So we really wanted to just run through them as much as we could longer.
We really
than we normally
appreciate
would.
it, and they're all really great coffees, and recommend all three of them.
Yeah, I wish that I wouldn't come across like some kind of shill, because that's not my goal. If one of them was gross, we would have told you, but it's just not the case. All very good coffees, and there's a reason that Stumptown is one of the biggest, third wave high-end roasters out there.
Yeah.
So
A lot of options.
if you sat through all three of these, I think hopefully we gave you some insight as to which one to pick if you only can pick one.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching.
Tell us what to try next. Comment down below.
And subscribe. See you next time.